match your age. Ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L up, catch a plane. I probably you before I your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us. Broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister rat with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fish, you going in, so wish me luck. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell Shorty spin around and watch it.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it should be a great one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And Taylor going to pick up the Colts first down as we get this up past the 40.
First 30, nice and good off. Pretty decent game.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off play action. Richardson. Finding Pierce on the crossing route. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Come on. Cowboy 80.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And that one blown up quickly. And he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, he's going to remain complete. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Richardson completes a quick one out wide. Touchdown, Indianapolis! Mitchell, 31 yards. the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing Nix. His first throw of his playoff matchup is intercepted. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
It cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Now it's Richardson. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. Bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. 70,
Now Richardson back to throw it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Touchdown, Colts. And 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the game. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. 14. Broncos nothing. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So they'll have to come out to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Nix. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts team. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with the pick 6.
It's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Themselves on offense.
I like that. Just taking me for a doctor, but thank you,
These guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Going deep here for Bryant. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. First down. Loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Taylor. And some space here. And all the way down to the 42. 49 yards rushing in the opening quarter of this AFC Championship game. And Mr. Reliable shows those legs again here in the playoffs.
And what do coaches tell us all the time? In the playoffs, the team that runs the football well will win the game and ultimately be a champion. They're trying to prove that fact today.
Setting the tone on the ground. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now at 3rd and 6.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go.
Richardson looking to throw. Open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, delivered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Nix to the air. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football, nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Going deep here for Bryant. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's football 101, isn't it? Tip your cap to the rookie. He knocked that one away, but he better not relax. They're going to test him all game long.
On fourth down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Here's Thomas on the return. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if we can score again here, look at it.
Yeah, and you taught me when broadcasting games what we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. We might have thought coming into this game, and another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Up the middle. Here's Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5. Good enough for the first down.
That's good.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First and 10, Taylor now. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with a deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Left side, he finds Pierce. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
60 Bison. Ready.
Now Richardson. That's complete to the rookie from Michigan. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 43. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43.
At the 60.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And down to the 36-yard line there. 76 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go. Cougar Knights, go.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Go.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And that is incomplete. They did everything to hold on to it. A nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So more of the same here, CD. Not a touchdown, but 3 more points added on to their lead.
Yeah, it's been a total domination here in this first half. Offensively, defensively, even the special teams have chipped in as he connects on the field goal. Maybe a little bit premature, but I think the only thing they're worried about dominating now is the post-game meal.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard.
Soul searching, I would say so. They need to help out their defense defense a little bit. They've got to be on the field a lot more. They normally put them in some tough spots, but what's the old adage? You get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out, and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoor them, and that time, it's very close on the game. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run it for the first time with daily appearance. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward and pick up that first. He'll air this one out from Mims. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well with the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Nick's going to give to Hardy. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 41. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
To throw, here's Nix. Pass. He's hitting, lost the football, put it on the carpet. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That could be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They only needed a few inches and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. This offense finding its leads now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Nix. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
To throw is Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll just throw this one over the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I'm liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
This will be caught at about the 5. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now they'll change things up.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Oh, he had him. He was open. They couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Now Lutz for the field goal drive. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Lutz is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Ready?
Richardson looking to throw this. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Indy. 45 yards.
That's good.
Well, they worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they moved the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Panther Street! Panther Street!
Second down, another run to Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Let's go! Pep, baby!
They run once more with Taylor. And a tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, here we go!
Here's Richardson to throw. And this is incomplete.
The offensive always trying to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Ready,
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
go! Go!
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from the so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
Gain of 10 yards. And the Broncos first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Nix from the shotgun. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And they'll get this out to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
14. First down, Denver.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. Nix looking to throw again. He'll air this one out from Mims. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 41. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough. The defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He will be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
They're going. It's Nix. Open man is playing. He's got it. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just his second catch of the game so far. This removes the chains.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, you timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line has done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
And another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him. But this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Bombers, ready. Go.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
19 Tiger. Ready.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the gain. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Ready. Ready.
Quick slant caught by Pierce. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Was that a A design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keeping himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 on second down.
That was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Come on, come on. Hey.
They go play action with Richardson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Let's go now. Go.
Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as he'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 113 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys to the Super Bowl. Just need a yard here. Second and 1.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar Knight. Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Hey, let's go.
Now it's Richardson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time they have a powerful arm. It's the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much. Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than lack of concentration to me because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Throwing Nix. He'll air this one out for Mims. And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never in a million years. Here we go. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Let's go. Night. Ready.
Here's one. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Well, you certainly have to give them a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A give for Taylor running right side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
70, Timberwolves.
Now Richardson back to throw it. A quick hitter, complete. It's rolling. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards.
Gain of 9.
And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Go!
A short one there, caught by Warren. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Let's go now.
And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains.
It's a gain of 2.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
70 Lions. Here we go. Back. Cougar knife.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but now from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Richardson. And a great return as he takes us on just shy of the 45. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tagged on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Another touchdown, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Nix. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Try it here, and he's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go. Ready.
On the handoff, this is Campbell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the games. And right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
Now again to Taylor. And he'll take this down to 43.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. It was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6.
Go! Panther 60, Panther 60. Let go.
It's out, it's loose. One of the linebackers has got it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more.
And now here's another interception. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Colts are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions. There he is first.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, and Jonathan Taylor 3 times. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Ready? Motion, motion, 70, Timberwolves.
Taylor. And for a few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Way more than you hate it, oh, you mad? I took it to be happy, I made it. From the cat by the bar to the hood, like moved out the hood, now you tryna pull me back,
Here we go, shot.
They'll try to run for the first with Taylor. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously start. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Cameron. Talk it over on their respective sidelines. We take a break.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready?
To the right side, this is Taylor. And he is swallowed at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Here we go. Ready?
2nd down and that run with Taylor. And nothing more. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And a short gain down to about the 33. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
3-yard line.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clipped him off in your ASAP so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, The second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable. They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they get it down, but not before it takes it across the 40.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Broncos.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. He'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That's another Broncos first down.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Harvey. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Nix to the air. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 13-yard line.
Broncos first down. 24-yard gain on the play. And the Broncos first down.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, here's Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harvey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And he drops it incomplete. Their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Nix to throw again. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
Nix's pass.
And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They'll try it now with Harvey. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
And the Broncos first down.
Harvey. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and
To
goal.
throw is Nix.
At the 4-yard line.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So he's stopped for no gain. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. It looks like they'll move things around here.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Will Lutz on for the point after.
Lining up for the point after.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little.
For 10 yards, so many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.